Dobra, wszystko poeksplorowane. Ten statek i wszystko, lecimy dalej. Zobaczymy, co nas tutaj spotka dalej na rozdrożach, bo tu się trochę narobiliśmy dużo. O kurde, gdzie moje FPS-y?
Whatever grip it is the nightmare has here, you'd never know by looking.
Czekaj, czy to jest żyjące miasto żywych? Czy nie? Może kolejne miasto? I kolejne... Kolejne te... Nie, nie mówcie, że tam jest kolejny ten... Cały czas mi to pokazuje, ale przecież już to zrobiłem. Czy to się nie zaznacza, jak ja to zrobię? Czekaj, bo tu jest jeszcze jakieś przejście. Nie no, powinno się... Przecież... Czekajcie. Mam ten, nie? No mam. Trzecie oko. Wygnanie zwiększa obrażenia uderzenia pięścią o 250. No właśnie.
Who's that?
Yes, something's here.
No coś tu jest. Czyli to jest osada. Czyli ludzie. Czyli będą ludzie. Zajebiście. Brakowało mi już jakiś mordek.
Why?
To keep folk in or to keep something out?
No, boją się czegoś. Nie chcą nikogo
I feel
wpuszczać.
something close.
Zastanawiam się, czy ja tu jakoś przejdę. Jakby nie widzę przejścia. Czy jest tu gdzieś jakieś przejście? Powiem tak, nie bardzo. Tutaj niby jest jakiś ten mała jaskinia. Tu mógłbym... Nie, no tu nie przejdę też. Zaraz. Nie no, musi być tu jakieś przejście. Wiesz, muszę tu jakoś przejść. Może nie z tej strony. Halo? Proszę mnie wpuścić. Może tutaj. O. O, tu jakaś skrzyneczka jeszcze leży. A, to z drugiej strony też było do opuszczenia. No to jestem ślepy. Tam widzę już. O. Przepraszam, że zniszczyłem most. Spokojnie, jestem banisherem, ja to naprawię. Osada, ale jakaś taka cicha osada. Dobra, oni tam jeszcze mają płoty swoje. Oni tam jeszcze mają płoty. Mogę wejść? Nie, zamknięte.
This is locked from the inside.
From the inside. Tutaj len. Ale tu już przejdę. No i git. Kolejna skrzynka wiedźmy. Wchodzimy. I poproszę nagrodę. Nie wiem, czy nie będę musiał się zaraz ulepszyć jakoś, albo sobie jakieś zbroi kupić. Mam tyle kasy do wydania, że może ktoś będzie miał jakąś fajną zbroję w tej osadzie, mam nadzieję. Halo, motherfucker. Jak tu się wchodzi? Zgaduję, że tutaj. Puszczą nas?
Village is full of ghost wards.
O,
They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
a dobra, dobra, bo już chciałem strzelać. Dlatego może to miasto jest wolne od duchów, nie? Osada w żyznych polach. Wygląda na zamieszkałą. Halo? No.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go?
Walcol General Store. Halo? Pusto. Ciekawe, co by było, jakbym poszedł tą drugą stroną. Czy tam by był też jakiś inny
The
jakby...
well, recently sealed. Below, it
Czy jakby
feels
była
off.
Smells off too.
też jakby wiecie, inna... Nie wiem, inna pogoda, inne miasto, inna osada, bo to też mnie ciekawi. I po co tak zrobiłem? Nic nie ma. Nie widać nikogo w środku. Może są w kościele i się modlą. Na to wychodzi. Głucha cisza. Cisza w głuszy. Jest jakiś, nie wiem, jest jakiś ten, ale... Może tutaj. Tutaj może będzie moja chata, wiecie? Ale na razie jest zamknięta. Ale zgaduję, że będzie. Tylko muszę najpierw znaleźć jakąś żywą duszyczkę tutaj, no. Ten kościół też tam taki niedobudowany do końca. Zamknięte.
This requires a key.
To znajdziemy zaraz kij. Że gdzieś tu leży samotny kluczyk dla mnie. O, to otwarte. Aż tak się boją nieznajomych? O! Firefax Hustle. Nie otworzę tu tego. Ale chociaż wiemy, że w tej osadzie wierzą w duchy.
Turn in glory to their faith. Aye, Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, to pray. That friends,
Ty, to jest on!
find fortitude
A to
in
ten!
our
Z
success.
początku.
Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house.
Nie poznałem.
We gather,
Nie
we
mam
worship,
pamięci do
we
imion.
overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction.
O, jego syn.
For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Czyli się tutaj osiedlili i tu się
Fairfax
budują.
Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days.
Dzień dobry.
McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news.
Jakoś tak nie jest za szczęśliwy, że mnie widzi.
I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the Devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss.
Oj, mamy do pogadania dużo. Ale ma
Thank
synalka.
you, Lammy.
Lami. Lama?
Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we
Już to
find
przewiewnie, tu
moral
zimno
vigor
będzie
to
bez
build
ścian.
this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
It should have been me.
The Lord is near unto them that are of a contrite heart, and will save such as be afflicted in spirit. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
Co tu się dzieje?
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates
Czuję, że koszmar też jest powiązany właśnie z tym Firefaxem, nie?
reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise. But I'm
ty
a
to
man
na
of position.
pewno.
Well, you, sir,
Tak się
are
znasz
much
na
more
tym, że aż,
familiar with
że twój
field
synalek
work.
Klama musi robić te...
Go, meet my people, walk amongst them, learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
A jakiego sądzisz, że mamy do czynienia z wiedźmą?
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
I, sir, am a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people
A ten
overnight,
jak to
there
będzie
can
jego
be only one
synek,
culprit.
że jest
It is the
wiedźmem.
devil's doing, sir.
Nie wiem, czy to się tak
Probably
odmienia.
through one of his servants.
Wiedźma,
For you see, I
wiedźmin?
understood
Nie,
immediately
nie można
that
chyba
the
mówić
water in the
wiedźmin.
well
Nie
had
wiem.
been tainted. There are
Wiedźmą?
no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall, or his, of course, as did the last one, as will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains
Nie ma się
me
czym
that
chwalić.
I must do it
Nie
once
każda
more.
wiedźma jest zła.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Oh, near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
Powiedz mi o swoim synu.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him?
Ja pierdolę, jakie imiona.
Well,
Lamentacja. Dobrze, nie
curious,
laktacja.
inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition.
Bardziej to wygląda jak
Occult knowledge could only
szalony
obfuscate his
Benjamin Franklin.
good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
Bo może to on jest wiedźmem. A potem będzie, nie, zostaw mojego syna! Ja nie mówiłem tak szczerze! No.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith,
O, jaki skromny, kurwa. Jak ten z
I had
syfilis.
the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely
Ale ładna jest
beautiful
tekstura
commonwealth shall remain
ubrań
marred by suspicion
i
and
twarzy, nie?
mistrust.
U nich.
Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
Grubas dostał ładną teksturę twarzy i jeszcze kurde. Jest zarozumiały. Sprawia amuletów przeciwko duchom. O właśnie, amulety.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
Dokładnie.
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here,
Na
people
pewno
have
byłoby
more trust
łatwiej
in my unmovable probity.
bronić własnych ludzi.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone
Zatruł trudnie, dlatego jest zamknięta.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
Nie jestem łowcą wiedźm.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know, but you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Dlaczego miałoby przekląć parską kolonię? Jaką formę przejęło to zło? Dlaczego te pana kolonie? Tam, gdzie jest pan, zawsze jest coś źle.
Why would she curse your colony?
Why would anyone choose to separate from God's flock?
Ja pierdolę.
I'm afraid some just want to see the world
Te
burn,
chrześcijańskie
Mr. McClure.
powiedzonka.
By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can.
Proszę zapłacić. O Jezu, coś mi
I
przeskoczyło.
am no...
For a
O
fi-
Jezus!
Why?
Coś mi
Master,
przeskoczyło, sorry.
God has...
I'm a...
Żegnaj.
I'll take my leave.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Wiem, już wiem, gdzie jest mój dom. Wiem, gdzie jest mój dom. Opcjonalnie, znajdź swoje schronienie. Porozmawiaj z osadnikami. O kurwa, zamknęli mnie od tej strony. Nie-
Another witch hunt.
That just tells me he's hiding something.
Oj, ukrywa to on na
Mind you,
pewno.
I'd like to know what's causing the sickness.
Jakaś pani siedzi.
Good day to you, madam.
Richard, that you?
Nie!
Afraid not, ma'am. Red
Oh,
McCrae,
yeah, you.
I'm a banisher.
Chora pani.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no bandages.
Not exactly, no.
What brings you here, doctor?
I'm a banisher, not a doctor. I'm here to help.
Kind of you, but I need no help.
Well, then I'll not insist. May I ask your name?
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody
Pani
Perkins
Perkins.
to you.
No dobrze.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice
Mhm,
nor the
mhm.
memory for it.
Powiedz mi o żyznych polach.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
A co mi powiesz o Lemim?
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
Powiedz mi o gubernatorze.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
Jak ktoś takie ma wybujałego, to się niech pani nie dziwi, że jest samotny. Poza tym jest gruby i pewnie już brzuch całego siusiaka mu zakrywa, więc... Musi sobie walić konia pensetą. A nie, jeszcze wtedy nie wymyślili. W okolicy dzieje się coś dziwnego.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the ale.
Karczmarka?
I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
No wie pani, ona jest karczmarką, musi wędrować, zdobywać jakoś zasoby, żeby prowadzić karczmę, nie? To nie jest nic dziwnego, że
Bid you
wędruje.
good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant you grace,
Ale rozumiem, pani
Mr.
nie jest w
McCrae.
zawodzie i pani nie wie, jak działa karczmarka, ale no... Ja też nie działam jako karczmarz i jakoś wiem, jak działa zawód. Ale dobrze, jest pani stara, to pani odpuszczę. Przepraszam, wiekowa. Co ty mi tutaj machasz, pokazujesz? Co ty chcesz mnie zakląć?
Life actual banisher here in the Harrows.
Tak, to ja.
You're the governor's son, right?
A jednak coś tam gadasz, nie jesteś taki cichy.
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy.
Ja będę ci mówił lama.
Please, call me Lammy.
Siema, lama.
So many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No nie bardzo. Nie mam
No.
dużo czasu.
Not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honored.
O, ciul! Słowie amuletów przeciwko duchom.
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
To jest chyba jakiś przodek Remigiusza Maciaszka, bo ma kropkę na czole. Co to było? Co to był za ten? Widzieliście takie... Jakaś niebieska poświata się zrobiła.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
O, proszę, patrzcie jak się kurde... Oj, coś tu się zająkał. Klątwa, co to innego może być? On coś wie. Ale niestety Red McCreed się nie domyśla tak jak ja i nie mogę tu wybrać. Co przede mną
Is
ukrywasz?
it? I don't know. I've never been anyone else's son.
Hard to grow up in his shadow, I would have thought.
Only if you like the attention, not me. I just want to read books and learn stuff. People leave me alone mostly. I like that. Mostly.
So tell me, Lammy, what do you do?
What?
How do you spend your days?
I assist my father, especially with the ghost wards. That keeps me very busy. When I can, I continue my research into the mysteries of life. Wildlife, mostly. If I can find any. Those that aren't dead have left New Eden. Who can blame them?
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could.
No po prostu nie ma tak dużo tych ludzi, nie? Zawsze w tych osadach jest troszkę ludzi, nie ma tu jakieś
Good day to you, Lammy.
50 ludzi do
Good day to you,
gadania.
sir.
Boże, ale to by był RPG wtedy dobry.
Ghost ward. I think you can safely knock it over.
Oczywiście, że tak. Klucz do rzeczy... O, zmarłego.
I'm at your side again.
Oj, nie ten guzik. Cześć, baby. Tęskniłem. Dobrze, zapalmy sobie. I ja zaraz pójdę otworzyć ten. Może tam będzie jakaś fajna zbrójka czy coś. Pal się, pal na wieki wieków, amen. Klątwa nie jeden, długa zima. Czy pisałem już o zimie, która nigdy się nie skończyła? Czasami tracę poczucie, że to jest powód, dla którego przechowuję strony aż do dnia, w którym rzucę je na wiatr, aby były świadectwem tego, co się z nami stało. 1694 rok dopadła nas choroba. Kurczak zmarł pierwszy, następnie padły cielęta i jagnięta. Latem plony były słabe, jesień była szara i zimna, starzy ludzie zaczęli umierać. Ty, to jak w tym, nie wiem, w którym to było sezonie w The Walking Dead, gdzie tam byli w tym więzieniu i najpierw zaczęły umierać świnki i tam inne chyba zwierzęta, a potem zaczęli chorować ludzie. To jakaś była odmiana grypy czy coś takiego nowa i nie zabijały ich zombiaki, to jednak choroba ich dobiła. Sorry za spoilery, ale to już Kingdom ma swoje lata, to już tak mogę. Pamiętam, że chyba w październiku pochowaliśmy Hutchinsona. W ciągu 2 dni choroba zabrała jego całą rodzinę, zarówno dzieci, jak i dorosłych. Potem wybuchł pożar w dokach, a może to było wcześniej, trudno to już spamiętać. Wybuchła panika i podjęto decyzję o odesłaniu dzieci w ramach środków ostrożności. Gubernator Haskell nakazał odesłanie dzieci. Twarda Newsmith i Nicola Zdron zgodzili się prowadzić je do Bostonu. To było w grudniu. Kurwa, ciekawe, czy je doprowadzili do Bostonu, czy Twarda powiedziała, nie, to są dzieci, kurwa, one są słabe, do niczego się nie dają, to są jebane dzieci, darmozjady, gówniaki pierdolone, co tylko żrą, grają na PlayStation i w ogóle. Ciekawe, czy tak Twarda powiedziała, że są słabe. Pamiętam to, ponieważ tego dnia zapisałem drugą stronę w swoim dzienniku. 7 grudnia już wtedy zimno było strasznie. Od tamtej pory było już tylko gorzej. Wiosna nigdy nie nadeszła. Z moich notatek wynika, że mamy już maj, a wszędzie jest śnieg i lód. Naszym jedynym gościem przez te wszystkie miesiące był francuski przyjaciel gubernator Estienne Turlet. Nawet on nie może teraz wyjechać. Wielebny Davenport przestał prowadzić kazania w domu spotkań. Wszyscy, którzy przeżyli, są głodni i zamarznięci. Wkrótce łodzią powinna przybyć pomoc, pogromcy z Europy. Zastanawiam się, czy kiedykolwiek będą mogli stąd odejść, tak jak reszta z nas. No, niestety, proszę pani, też nie możemy stąd odejść. Tutaj Biblia, czyli nic fajnego. Czyli nuda. A, to się robi. Że wchodzę na obszar. Dobra, gdzie była ta skrzynia? Tutaj? Chyba tutaj. Tak. Orgazm. Oh yeah! Ty, jak mało siły! Siła woli, mądrość, żywotność większa, zdrowie większe, fizyczność lepsza. Trafienie wroga przyznaje 2 punktów wygnania. No dobra, biorę, bo jest lepsza. Na 4 już. O, teraz to się czuje, kurde, mocny. Dobra, z kim tu jeszcze mogę pogadać? Tu stoją jakieś panie dwie. To pogadajmy.
The governor's speech was so inspiring.
Good day to you both.
No, słuchać po tobie, że
And a
bardzo
good day to you
inspirujące
too,
było.
sir. And wasn't that quite the entrance you made? You'll be the talk of the town.
So, what brings you to our wee corner of the world?
Duchy!
The governor bade me make the rounds. He suspects evil doing.
Ładna
It's
ta
either
zbroja
doing
jest.
or after you may turn around and hurry back to New Eden Town.
I met your partner there, the woman. It seems like a lifetime ago now. May God hold you and protect you in your grief.
Now, if you'd excuse us, my sister's not feeling well and we must hurry home.
When I met Elizabeth in New Eden Town, she seemed healthy.
Dear Eve, I didn't catch your names.
God be with you in your terrible pronunciation. Mary Claire O'Hara. This is my sister Elizabeth.
Okej. A ja jej w ogóle nie pamiętam. Nie przypominam sobie na początku, żebyśmy
If you've any
gadali.
hearsay to share, I'd like to hear you say it.
Fools and sinners chatter. The wise and good hold their tongues.
If only Hugh Bachelor would follow God's word on that.
Why?
His fool's babbling cost him his sister and his faith in no particular order, yet still he gibbers on.
That's quite enough.
Co robicie w tej okolicy?
What do you do around here?
We raise livestock, or at least we used to.
We lost it all to the witch's curse. And the curse still stands, does it not? Banisher.
Ty, co ty jesteś taka opryskliwa, to? A no tak, bo jesteś ruda, wszystko jasne.
What happened to the farm?
Sickness took Elizabeth's sheep. And I can weave nothing without wool.
Ja mam troszkę wełny, chcesz? No, jeśli ją wsadzę w ryj, to się nic nie odezwiesz.
It's pleasant to meet another Gale. Where in Ireland are you from exactly?
We left Clarenbridge for Boston many years ago.
How's life with the English?
We're all the same saints under God, sir. And we too are New Englanders now. After 7 years in service, we've earned our place here.
I'm no healer, but I'll help if I can. Do you have plants as need gathering? Something to ease the pain?
All the meadows sweet and vervain in the world will not help this fever, I fear.
We need no help from the godless. Thank you very much.
Our faith guides and protects us.
No i wasza wiara was tam doprowadzi, że... że umrzesz.
From where comes the fever?
A bad cut that's spoiled. 'Tis not your concern.
She's dangerously sick. Either she doesn't know it, or she knows it and is hiding it.
Pewnie
I know you really
ukrywa.
must be going. We'll take up no more of your time. I insist.
I'll let you rest, so. Slan live. Goodbye to you.
Would you pray with us, Mr. McCrate?
Elizabeth.
God hath numbered my kingdom. Whatever my sister may believe, I've not long now. Please, pray with us.
No dobrze.
I surely will, if you wish it.
Nie będę nikomu
Pray for healing,
nakreślał jego wiary,
Mr.
no.
McGrath.
Niech sobie
No.
wierzy w co chce.
Pray for peace.
Ojcze nasz, któryś jest w niebie, Pan jest mym pasterzem. To opis, czy o ten? A, weźmy to.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
May the road rise to you, Elizabeth O'Hara.
Worry not about me. I'll be in heaven long before the devil knows I'm dead.
Elizabeth O'Hara, don't tempt him. God be with you, Red McCrae, and a good day now.
Jezu, no i chuj!
Banisher.
Ladies,
Jeszcze chcę o to spytać. Są wy tacy
noticed anything strange around here of late?
niemili.
Strange. A fine word for the devil's work. I call it evil. Look around you. The harrows are dying.
Our flock took sick. Every last animal dead. Ram, lamb, and ewe.
Then the people took their turn.
Czy ona powiedziała and you?
Many of our neighbours
Że mi?
serve the Lord.
Że ja?
At least, that's where we hope they are.
If there's witchery afoot, I'll need help finding the culprit. Do you have suspicions you'd care to share?
Well, Caleb Watson lately talks to himself. And if you interrupt him, why, he's as rude as a goat. And he was such a well-mannered man, too.
Lord forgive me, but I don't like him. The man has stopped washing. He reeks.
Caleb Watson, was it? Where can I find him?
He's the cobbler. So you'll find him in the
Okej,
cobbler shop.
szewc. No dobrze.
Slan, so.
Banach Gialat. Sir.
Ktoś tu jeszcze szedł, widziałem. Jakiś taki z jednym okiem. A, kurwa, teraz tego nie znajdę pewnie, co? O, tu jest.
Good day to you, Mr. McGrath.
I'd wish you the same if I knew your name, sir.
Ishmael Law. I have seen you in the meeting house. I have recognized the markings on your hands. I would have liked to have been a banisher, to tackle with the mysteries of our world.
No i dzisiaj cały odcinek będzie w osadzie. Na rozmowach.
Tell me about folk round here.
A vast subject that requires, perhaps, a more specific question.
How about you? How are you feeling?
I've not been asked this in a long time. I am feeling a bizarre conflict between faith in the Lord and sheer unholy terror.
Tell me about Lamentation Haskell.
Nice boy, very secretive. I do not understand the things he says. Fortunately, he does not say them to me.
Tell me about Governor Haskell.
A man like me does not get to know a man like him. He is a man of faith. We all trust him. That's all I can say.
No to się dużo nie dowiedziałem.
You wanted to be a banisher. That's unusual.
As a child, I met a banisher. I was impressed by the marks on his hands, the assurance in his demeanor. He made me feel safe. You do God's work, though you know it or not. Like Charles Davenport, I respected the minister a great deal. He's a terrible loss.
You wanted to become a banisher. Why didn't you?
I got married instead. Came to New England. Ruined everything.
Mhm.
Have you noticed by chance any strange behavior hereabouts?
Our village has suffered much loss of late. Many of my neighbors have seen the disease take their loved ones. They get sick, and you never see them again. Maybe you hear them moan as you pass their house, but then the moaning stops.
Ciekawe.
In times like these, pray tell, if a person was behaving
Chorujący
strangely,
znikają.
how could I
Ta
possibly
Elizabeth
tell?
jest chora teraz.
I'm sorry, but I can tell from the look in your eye that you've someone in mind.
Watson,
O, wszyscy tego
the
szewca.
shoemaker. Perhaps because of illness or through the loss
To
of
już
his
druga
loved
osoba mi o
ones.
tym
But
mówi.
whatever has
Coś
befallen
musi w tym
the
być.
poor man, he seems to have lost his mind.
Coś w tym musi być.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Coś musi być z tym.
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Looks like we found the cobbler's shop.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Poczekajcie,
Our
jeszcze
bread,
z nimi
not our
pogadam.
ale, our bread. Do you want us to starve? I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Sparrow. You know it full well.
If you want yeast, then grow your own. Just stick some in a jar and grow it, and you'll have it forever. Now there is none, and it's my fault.
Food is a staple, and drink is a luxury. Give me the yeast.
How many different ways do you need to hear it? Of yeast, there is no more. There is yeast, no more. Yeast? No, no more. There's no more shitting yeast.
You're lying.
You're pricking now, Mr. Cottle, and I am vexed.
Kłótnia o drożdże.
Go home. Go back to your work. Go to hell for all I care.
O
Just
Jezu.
go away.
Ale.
Good day, sir.
Good day, madam.
Mistress. Lucy Barrow, the alewife.
O, jest karczmarka.
Red McCraith, the banisher. Alewife, is it? I'd never have guessed from looking at you.
And what does an alewife look like, Mr. Banisher?
She's got you there.
Pokaż mi swoje towary.
Would you be interested in a trade at all?
What do you need?
Zależy co o pani ma. O kurwa. Czego ja nie mam? Tego nie mam. Wyżyny pleżant. Ja bym sobie kupił trochę. Ile? 8? 8 kupmy. Więcej mi nic nie trzeba.
Now, I happen to know that the alewife hears stories others don't.
Nigdy nie wiadomo kiedy się przyda takie coś. Mam
Want a
3000,
story, do you?
więc...
All right. Recently, I saw Phoebe Walcott walking strangely. She was hiding something under her coat. I don't know what it was, but she went into her barn, and when she came out, she no longer had it. I've seen her repeat the deed on several occasions. Not that I'm counting, nor that I care.
Gdzie to tak nie obchodziło, to byś tak o tym nie mówiła otwarcie, nie?
How's life in the Harrows? As sweet as you would wish?
When is life as sweet as one could wish?
Well, that depends on how you define sweetness.
Sweeter ale sells better, but the sweetness makes it weaker.
Tell me about the governor. Not a big ale drinker, I imagine.
Sadly, no. Perhaps if he had been, he might not have been such an arseworm. He's a man, afraid of me, an educated woman. He pries,
Bo to
Comes
jest
crawling
jebana
to check the
pizda.
contents of my pot.
On nie może przyjąć do wiadomości, do swojego grubego
A scared
bebzona,
little man.
że kobieta
I
może
am a
być
woman of
mądrzejsza
brains and
od
means,
niego.
But despite that, nay, because of it, I fear the witch hunt.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
I hardly know him. He doesn't talk much. I suspect he's smart, but it's hard to tell. He's a little boy. Adorable, of course, but hardly interesting.
No dobrze.
Tell me about yourself, about your work.
What are you, the census taker? I'm Lucy Barrow. I'm earnest, proud, clever. I'm a widow of 41. My husband and I ran a tavern in England. I was the brains, he was... well, he was there. And if you call me Widow Barrow, I'll fetch my shears and dock your chestnuts.
Nie, dziękuję. Moje
What
klejnoty
brought
niech
you to New Eden?
zostaną na miejscu.
Freedom. Prosperity. The chance to watch good Puritan men drink till they are sick, even as they fill my purse.
Trzeba było się w karczmie u Wiedźmina zatrudnić. W Białym Sadzie albo w Nowigradzie, tam byś miała większe luksusy niż tutaj.
Can I ask, have you noticed anything strange lately? If you have, be sure to tell me.
I'll be sure to tell you if I see anything normal. Strange is the flavour of the hour, the week, the month and the year. Yet folks still gossip.
Niech zgadnę,
They're
szeft?
suspicious, aggressive, impatient. Perhaps they hanker for normality. I suppose it figures.
Well, if you hear anything that strikes you as unusual, do let me know.
Dobrze, to na tyle
I'll
od
take my
niej.
leave of you for now.
Pogadajmy z
Have a
tym
good
od
day, sir.
drożdży. On jest tam. Kurde, ten co się tu modlił, on jest tam. Ty, panie drożdżak, czekaj.
Good day to you, sir.
Ale ma
Likewise.
wąsa.
Red McCraith. You?
Perry Cottle, I'm the baker. What are you doing out here in the rustics?
I'm a banisher. I'm looking for ghosts.
Find no ghosts here, sir, nor demons. The governor, in his piety, sees to that.
I
Kto
envy
ci
your
dopilnuje
faith,
tych
Mr.
zakoli,
Cottle.
kurde.
How's that working out so far?
What's the word around here?
Ah, it's gossip you want. Oh, so be it. Recently, as I made my way to the mill, I saw Ishmael Law sneak into Phoebe Walcott's barn, his arms laden. Now, I don't know what he carried, but since then, he has seemed skittish.
Ooh la la. Bouchez-vous.
How's life in the Harrows?
Dobra plota.
Does it taste sweet now? Or does it taste bitter yet?
Life in the Harrows, sir, tastes like hard work. And so it bloody should.
What can you tell me about the governor?
Pious man of great eloquence. He likes a sour loaf, fresh from the oven, so warm the butter melts right through. I trust him completely.
No i to niedobrze, że mu całkowicie ufasz. Nigdy nikomu nie można w 100% ufać. Zawsze trzeba mieć jakiś taki 10% ostrożności, nie? I mniej
Can
zaufania
you tell me
do
about
osoby.
Lamentation Haskell?
Seems a good boy. Peculiar. Not the brightest. He's not like his father. Oh, no, not at all.
No tak, bo ty jesteś najmądrzejszy, bo kurde umiesz upiec chleb.
A man can do any number of things with his life. What drew you to baking?
Oh, any of a dozen reasons. I'll not bore you with all 13. That's also how old I was when my parents died. I needed work. The baker needed a boy. He was a hard man. His wife was a pure-hearted woman. Taught me well. 'Tis hard work, but I love it. I love it dear.
What brought you to New Eden? Were they short a baker?
Elsewhere, folks backslide. Here, we know the value of our daily bread.
No teraz
of
to
God's
z chleba to
own
nie zrobisz, jak nie ma drożdży, co?
Here, the baker is near in position to a minister.
Have you noticed anything strange lately? Changes in demeanour, odd comings and goings?
Lucy Barrow. goes picking plants. All furtive like. I've seen her. I've watched her.
O
She
proszę.
puts them in her strange concoctions. Won't tell me what's in there. Maybe she'd spill it to you.
Thank you. I'll look into it.
Nie pamiętam, która to była.
I should go.
And I
A to nie
must
ta
work.
wdowa, co z nią przed chwilą gadałem?
Lucy. Surprising. I'm curious to hear her take on all this.
Ty, Lucy, to ty?
Mr. Sparrow,
Tak, to ona.
can I speak with you?
All right. Speak.
Can I ask you something?
You may.
It is delicate. You're the subject of certain rumours. Did you know this?
What are you talking about?
They say you put herbs in the ale.
Amongst other things, yes. You'll note that they also drink the ale. Right. Is that all?
They say you wander the woods alone.
So? And don't you believe everything you hear?
Ja wiem, że nie będę wierzył wszystko, co mówię, ale chciałem
Take my
tylko
leave of you for now.
potwierdzić, co by
Have a
pani
good day, sir.
mogła pani mi powiedzieć jeszcze, nie?
I
No.
doubt she's who we're looking for.
No
There
da, no.
was another name. Caleb Watson.
Dobra, zaraz, jeszcze tego,
Red
co
McCrae,
pogadaniem.
sir.
Ostatnim
Banisher at
został.
your service. May I ask your name?
Bachelor. Hugh Bachelor.
You
I
bachelor.
was the school teacher here in New Eden, in the times before. I do not need the services of a heretic today,
A to ten!
and nor do the people of New Eden.
He seems pleasant.
A to ten! Ten z początku, co tam w szkole nam przygotowywał, nie? Ten, co taki jest, kurde, bardzo pobożny.
What news around and about?
I'll make no report to a troublemaker like you.
O, widzicie?
What does a teacher do with no kids to teach?
Teaching, sir, takes preparation. At some point in the future, the roads will open and the children will return, and I, sir, shall be prepared.
Why didn't you leave with the kids?
For some time I wished I had. Watching the children walk away near broke my heart. For many weeks I was lost. But the Lord had other plans for me. I know it now.
And they are?
You shall see for yourself soon enough that you may bear witness.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of the disease eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It
No
has
tak się
not
modlić do
worked.
studni. Studnio, proszę cię, wyzdrowiej sama, bo nam się nie chce zapierdalać.
I have
Amen.
to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets, clutching at her herbals.
Uuu!
And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words.
Uuu!
'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
I'll steer you away from the idea that the alewife is a witch, but I'll look into it all the same. I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Jezus, jaki kurwa. Siusiak. Jeszcze mam porozmawiać z osadnikami, czyli jeszcze nie ze wszystkimi gadałem. A, bo tu jest jeszcze jakaś pani.
Ah, the famed and famous Banisher, the one and only Red McRae.
Yes, I am. Alright,
met?
it's me.
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts. I like that.
A, to
Thank you very
pani.
much.
Przykro mi, nie pamiętam.
Politeness gives me the shits. I'm Phoebe Walcott. I buy and sell. Now then, what's your pleasure?
A co pani sprzedaje?
May I see your wares?
I'm a shopkeeper, aren't I? Yes, you may see my wares.
Baby! Pokonanie wroga za pomocą ataku wręcz zwiększa obrażenia następnego objawienia o 70%. Czym jest to objawienie? Skrytka 2 kamieni. Kurde, kusi mnie to. Miecz i ogniste licho. Pokonanie wroga za pomocą ataków ręce zwiększa obrażenia następnego objawienia. Dobra, wie pani co, na razie nie.
What
Ale
can you tell
kusi.
me about the community here?
Like whom?
Gubernator.
I bet you tell me what you know of Governor Haskell.
Jezu, cały
Kind,
odcinek w
kind
zasadzie na
man. He's
gadaniu.
been so good to me.
Ile gadania.
He's all vapor and
A to jeszcze nie
bounce.
koniec.
Lammy Haskell.
Ale dobrze go
Thoughts about him?
podsumowała, no tylko gada, pierdoli i nic nie robi.
He's so deep in his father's shadow you'd barely know he were there.
Krótko i na temat, to mi się
How
podoba.
are you?
I'm doing my best to bring a little joy to the world. What with all the gloom.
And how's that going for you?
Badly.
No i to jest prosta babka.
Have you been trading in New Eden long?
Forever and a day, your Highlander Highness. I belong to this land, body and soul, and can no longer tell where I end and it begins.
Really?
Huh? Of course not. Don't be so gullible. Life makes more sense to the cynic. Sense of humour won't go amiss, neither. Folk here are too grim to notice how charming and funny I am.
Chyba czasami trudno mi ją zrozumieć przez ten akcent.
Of the third settlement, I was one of the first to arrive. And look how far we've come since.
Z nią seks i dirty talking musi być bardzo ciekawy. O ja! O ja!
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own, yes.
Mam ja dziś
So
jakiś
much so
duch
that
seksualizacji
now I am
opętał.
almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he,
O, znowu o
my friend,
Calebie.
is
3 osoby.
really strange.
Is he
Chciałbym
now?
jeszcze tą karczmarkę
He used
spytać
to
o
be
te
such a nice
zioła.
man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find
Nie
him
mogę
in
z
his
jak ten.
workshop.
Próbuję się powstrzymywać przed śmiechem, ale czasami nie mogę.
We'll meet again.
Nadal mam w
You
głowie
mind
to,
your
co
good
powiedziałem.
self, do you?
Narka? Dobra, gdzie jest ta karczmarka? A kto to się tam schyla?
Mr. Sparrow.
A nie, już nic z nią nie mogę, no dobra.
I'll take...
Have a good.
Ale mam dobre oko do schylających się ludzi. Dobra, idziemy pogadać z szewcem, to nam tylko zostało. Zobaczmy, co on powie. Aż 3 osoby
That's
go.
even worse.
It's justice. Start anew. Shout on these people. They can't hurt
On
us.
sra na ludzi!
But how
Jakiś
could you
skatman.
make him kiss it again?
Oh there.
Hello there!
Are you alright, sir?
We're closed. Oh, now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your surly demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
Tell me a tale. What have you heard round about lately that
On
might
będzie
be
miał
of
dużo
interest?
do powiedzenia na innych, jak na
Gossip's
nich
for
sra.
shite bags. Not being a shite bag, I don't gossip.
No dobra, czyli jednak
The
nie.
governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
No i znalazłem. Znalazłem.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right?
Ale
It's ours anyway.
on jest dziwny.
Should have been ours since the beginning.
Piekielne serce. Dobra, ale wiecie co? Czekajcie. Piekielne serce już zrobił sobie w kolejnym odcinku. Zostawiajcie łapki w górę, subujcie kanał. Widzimy się w kolejnym odcinku, bo to tyle tu rozmów było, że nam to cały odcinek zajęło. Pa, pa.